Yes,
We're
welcome
both
back.
here.
I hope you weren't scared of us. Because if you are, we can help you solve that problem.
That's
Don't go
right.
anywhere, yeah? Stay scared just a little while longer.
Okay, we'll keep talking about fear. Come on, guys. The lines will be open. You know the
Yes.
numbers. It's 0322873051 or 0333873051. Uncle Rama, what do you think about fear? Are you
I
fear?
think he's man
Do
without
you have
fear.
fear of anything? I think so too.
I thought Karama.
right,
And all our callers out there. Call in.
Correct, so call in. I think it's time for us to bring in our guest,
Yes.
Darren. This morning we have with us Joanne Leicester, Malaysia's leading subconscious specialist with Beat Fear. Right. Good.
Fear.
Wow. Good morning to you, Joanne. Did I pronounce your name correctly? Leicester?
It's Leicester.
Lester.
Yes.
Leicester.
That's not the football team, you know. Okay, Julian, let's start off by asking you a simple question. What is fear and what is phobia?
Yeah.
Okay, fear is a very natural safety device that we have. I mean, fear is what makes us not go over a cliff. And fear, there are many abbreviations. They say false evidence appearing real. But in the work that I do, I found out that I define fear differently.
Okay.
Fear is a blind faith. It has real results. It inhibits your life, but it's only in your subconscious mind.
I see.
Yes, and phobia is when that fear reacts to and you react in a very strong manner. There's some movements and you just don't do something,
Because
and you
you're
limit
scared.
your life basically.
Okay.
How does actually fear and phobia actually occur? It must be, a situation that actually occurred before that causes a person to have a fear or a phobia for something.
Okay, now most of the time everybody has fear. Yeah, and sometimes it's just a mild feeling, a mild thought. Yeah, while at the same time phobia is so intense that you have shaky voice, your whole face stressed in. You have sometimes like palpitation, you're cramped up, basically you're jammed up.
Jammed with phobia.
And that stops you from many things. Yeah.
Right,
Okay, we've
right.
got some
So something-
definitions there
definition on the
streaming
screen.
on the screen. I wonder if you can read that in time. But if you can't, let's talk about some of the accomplishments of Beat Fear.
Yeah.
What is the difference between Beat Fear and your favorite fear-related show, Fear Factor?
Okay, see, basically in Fear Factor, they put someone through a challenge.
Right.
Of course, there's a monetary reward and perks on it. Now, people are challenged into very intense situation. Yes, and the difference between me is that I do the dishes. They do the mess. I do the dishes.
You clean up all the
Yes,
fear-related
I work in a
problems.
very professional manner to help people alleviate their fear, phobia, to read limiting symptoms, causes, and help them to get a better life, to feel much more better, to feel more articulate in situation, barriers, things that they want to do but they can't do.
Okay.
Right.
Now, how do you go about doing all this? What
Okay,
is the formula?
There are many situations. Like when we work with fear is actually a positioning the mind. See, from psychological definition, it's like an overload, flooded mind of a certain situation, a certain thing. And what we do is we try to desensitize the situation. Now, the thing is, when you ask someone who's a fear and ask him to go, if you're afraid of snake, okay, go closer to the snake, closer, say, no way, it's even going to start the journey.
Okay.
So I work with the areas of subconscious mind, where it's like a very gentle mind stimulator, and you stimulate the whole situation of desensitizing in the mind. There's also sometimes trauma. Unknowingly, you've gone through certain trauma when you're young or in a situation. I give an example. I had a guy who was afraid of snakes. I was afraid of cats.
Cats.
Yeah, you see a cat only, you just get his breathing all get congested and everything, yeah, and he doesn't know why. He doesn't know why. So when I put him into a state, I'm also a hypnotherapist. Yeah, I'm a hypnotherapist. I put him in a state of relaxation, and we went into memory, And there he was driving in Karak Highway, and the traffic was slowing down towards a very gruesome accident. So he saw the accident, and it was really, really bad, and he had this lousy feeling. But unknowingly, there was a cat passing by, and that cat had anchored to the gruesome feeling unknowingly. So these days, when he goes and see a cat, he doesn't know why it triggers that fear, that lousy feeling. And many people have been unknowingly been triggered and conditioned on things, people, and that's why people see their bosses. If their boss is very strict or very confrontation, barrier, it loads. It doesn't load tomorrow morning. You get your fear instantly.
So never ever watch a horror movie and have your boss in the same room.
All right, we have a caller, Jared. So
Morning.
just call. Hello.
Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning, yes.
Who's on the line?
Munusami Nalapile here.
Oh, hi, Mr. Monasami.
Yeah, I want to know about this phobia, and it is psychologically implanted, you see, especially in the house.
Okay.
If a lady sees a cockroach, she'll scream.
Okay.
If
Many
there is
ladies.
a rat, there's a rat. And then slowly someone nearby, friends, they get a cockroach and put it onto her or him. So the phobia started there. How to stop this psychological effect?
Okay. Yes.
All over the country, all over the world is going on.
All over the world, yes. Cockroaches
That's why
have been used in practical jokes.
cockroach and the rat.
Okay, perhaps.
Thank
So
you.
please, how to another human being not to disturb another human being by throwing cockroaches.
We'll try to address
Thank
this
you.
Maybe
issue.
you can call the
Thank you.
pest
Thank
control.
you. Thank you.
Cockroaches. Have you ever been played that prank on?
No, thank God for that. Lizards,
Frankie
yes.
played on
Ooh, I hate lizards. Anyway, what is your comment on that?
Okay, I had someone once, a lady who had a dead cockroach in her bathroom, and for 3 days she didn't want to go there, and she had to go and bathe in her friend's house. And it's that
bad.
bad, yes.
bad.
And cockroach phobia is big time anywhere. It seems like, it's just that the mind has focused on the cockroach so much, or any other animals for matter, and where you focus, that's where you expand. And basically, like I told earlier on, it becomes like a blind faith that cockroach is so horrible, and in fact, actually, that cockroach is so scared of you. you know, cockroach has compound eyes, and it's a million image of you, and it just doesn't want to be with you anyway.
Right.
But the fact is, there's a certain thinking, there's a certain intense thinking, and it just feels it's like you're very. You just don't want it, yeah? And so that shudders you, that it's just the safety mechanism of our mind. It seems threatening. So when it's threatening, it fires up your emotions, it fires up your imaginations, and all the involuntary organs in your body, your hormones, whatever, says get out of there.
Right.
And so you have what you call a negative result. Just get out.
How did you treat this client of yours who's
Okay.
afraid of cockroach?
Now, most of the time, I work on a few steps. Consciously, they need to want to get rid of that, yes? And it's true, they want to get out of that. Subconsciously, we need to go in and find out when and how that information, cockroach, has been associated, has been referred and traumatized into their life previously.
Okay.
And so what we do is we change the meaning of the information. Then when you change the meaning of the information, the image in your mind gets it is less impactful in your mind. Because when you see cockroach, whom in your mind say, oh, cockroach runs all over my body. I saw it in Fear Factor, they eat it or something. It happens that way.
Yeah.
So that creates that uneasy emotional feeling.
Right.
So when you desensitize and put in another meaning, and say cockroach, the mind will say, read a book.
Okay.
And it means nothing. And so we play, I mean, we're not the word play, we work in this manner to desensitize and help them so that they can relieve and carry on with their life better.
Right.
Now, let's focus more on the element of combined fear. Some people are not just scared of the cockroach, but they're also scared of the rats, they're also scared of snakes, they're also scared of heights, and then they're also scared of, confined spaces.
Okay.
So I really pity those of you that have this kind of fear. But is it possible that someone has more than one fear?
Yes, every one of us have, because we are growing and we've been unknowingly inputting a lot of information, good information, bad information, and this has a meaning in our life and how we give meaning to our action. Basically, it's our character, our behavior. Some people just won't want to do this, they want to do that. If you go to KL Central, you see a lot of people don't even take escalator, they walk up the stairs all the way. And so they're all living some very limited life. Now, the thing is, to change behavior, you have to change beliefs. And the belief sets are nothing more than what clarifies all your decision making about the fear, about this. Like I said, it is your response that's very important. Some people have fear, but if they respond in a way that elevates their fear, after some time it doesn't impact their life negatively, you see.
Right. I understand there is a seminar going on about your Heightness seminar. Is it?
We did it in 2003.
That was in 2003.
Yes, and we took we did a lot of shows, and we took about 40 people up KL Tower. These are people who can't go escalator, they can't live in apartments, we even had a guy who climbs up mountains, and when he goes up, he gets stuck.
He gets
on
stuck?
the ridge, he has to be rescued. Yeah.
Why does he climb up anyway?
So we tested a whole variety of people with fear, and what we did was at the end of the seminar, using hypnosis, we went up to THO5 open deck and got them to look down 421 meters. We had absolute results, and this went into the Malaysian Book of Records with KL Tower.
Oh,
That's kind of
Yeah, you look at them, they are very, very, look at their faces, they are also afraid, yes, before the seminar.
That guy looks scary.
Yes, and we work together with my colleague from UK.
I see their forehead sweating.
Yes, and in this seminar we educated them. We taught them how the visual impact their stability in heights. We also, in group hypnosis, we got them out of those fears, their beliefs that they cannot do it.
There you are.
At the end of it, did you ask them to do bungee jumping?
No. We couldn't take any risk in KL Tower. That was won't allow.
Right. So after the seminar,
Yes.
what was the outcome?
Okay, we had so much nice letters coming in saying that now they can visit their family overseas, they can take that flight, they can go Genting Highlands on a cable car.
Okay.
And there were many very life-changing situations, and it was very fantastic.
You mentioned hypnosis quite a number of times. I gather that you use that for most of the seminars or your training
Yes,
sessions.
I'm actually the chapter leader.
Yeah, how do you actually hypnose people?
Maybe you can demonstrate on Sherry.
Get the soup echo out of his head.
Hey, that really works.
Well, what we do is hypnosis is a state of relaxation where ideas and suggestions are best accepted. I'm actually the chapter leader for hypnotherapy with the Malaysian Society for Complementary Therapies. And it's a wonderful tool, and it works with the subconscious mind, because that's where all our information is basically loaded and fired up. And how we translate and how we do it. And it helps release symptoms and causes. In fact, I was trained by a surgeon who has done 4,000 operations without anesthesia in London, in
Wow.
Iron Kildare.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing. So,
Yes.
hypnosis.
I have done a surgery once with hypnosis too.
Okay.
Yeah, so I believe I've used my medicine basically.
You actually hypnotize yourself.
Yeah.
So this cool thing about beating fear is something that most people, I guess, don't really know about, and they go about their daily lives facing their fears on a daily basis. So do you think the methods used on like Fear Factor or other programs which say face your fears in order to beat your fears is actually the right method?
Well, you see, first of all, it's entertainment, and you're using a challenge. So people use a challenge, a kind of reward, to take their whole belief to overcome a certain situation. So this is a very challenging attitude. Okay, there are some people unknowingly, they just don't know why they live in fear. Like I had situations where I worked with a person in London, and fear of heights. It was when we went down, it was about eating sandwiches, sitting in a park bench, totally different source they're coming in from.
Right.
And these people live their life not knowing why, and sometimes they go for all kinds of counseling, medications, and even and they just can't seem to get an answer. So this is where we focus on these people in a very professional manner. These are people who you'll find it so limiting. They can't fear sell well. They can't speak well, and there are some people even they can't drive.
Oh man.
Yes, and they can't. I had one person who said, "I can't go out because the sky will fall on me." And that's really
Oh, that's really bad.
yeah, so they have some
Sounds
very-
like a cartoon Chicken Little.
So these are the type of people, and there are lots of them all over the world, especially in Malaysia. 90% of my clients are on fear.
90% of your clients are
On
in
fear. Fear is the number one reason that hinders performance, because performance is in the mind, bringing energy to the body. That's what I say. And most people know what to do, but they don't do what they know because they fear it. Procrastination. All these are symptoms and causes that unknowingly related to fear.
Right, okay. I'm sure all our viewers today are pretty much excited about the topic, and they probably want to find out how they can contact you. Perhaps you can give us the contact details of the...
Go right ahead.
Okay, I have a website called www.beatfear.com, and my telephone number is 22834008, and we are on the web, or you just type my name, Julian Lester, on Yahoo, you'll find me.
Okay.
That's very informative for all our viewers out there. I hope your fear of watching TV has now left you.
Fear no more, because Julian is here to help you. Do
That's
contact
right.
him, alright, at Beat Fear.
.com. That is the website to go to if you want to find out more details. You can actually see them, looking down at the KL Tower after they finished their whole hypnotherapy session.
Okay. Alright, thank you so much, Julian, for
Thank
joining
you.
us this
Thank you.
morning.
That's right. It's
Yeah.
been great having you.